The secret to getting ahead of 99% of people. Now you have to understand that you have mental tools to get you and to navigate you to specific outcomes. Now, one of those very important mental tools is called focus and attention. Now you have to understand that your attention, your attention, where you hold tension in your mind is where you're going to direct your focus. Now, most of you people, you direct your mind's tension on things that have nothing to fucking do with you. And so the best way to get ahead of 99% of fucking people is to focus your attention in the right fucking direction, which is on the individual in the mirror. Now, most people, they don't look in the mirror, they look at everyone else and then they project the inadequacy that they're supposed to reflect onto the individual that they're perceiving, and then the individual they're perceiving now becomes their reference state of what to become. But in all actuality, you are supposed to be your reference state. You are supposed to level up in life, and the past versions of you that you incinerate through your excruciating amount of willpower that you channel into your everyday endeavors by conquering yourself and conquering your internal resistances. That is your reference state, the past versions of you that you have decimated. And so where 99% of fucking people mess up is they channel the right energy at the wrong thing. If you channel the right energy at the right thing, you become fucking bulletproof. No one's becoming fucking bulletproof mentally because they're putting their attention on things that don't fucking matter. And so if something else matters more than you, you're going to reflect that with your behavior. You're going to envy, you're going to feel inadequate within yourself, and you're going to project that onto things that you believe is better than you and that you are inferior to by the positioning of your mental attention, by your positioning that you position yourself in. And so you are putting yourself in this position. You are not inferior. Matter of fact, you are on a equivalent fucking battlefield. The only thing that is allowing you to become an inferior individual is your inferior placement of your attention. You focus on yourself, and guess what? You begin to fucking grow. You focus on everything that doesn't matter. You distract, retract, and subtract as a fucking individual. And so the best thing you can do is look in the mirror and reflect on what the fuck is keeping you stuck to a low-level piece of shit. Now, you have to understand that self-control and where you place your attention and the quality of the focus that you can attend to, where you place your attention and the time and the intensity of how you focus will determine how fast you will accomplish your goals. And so your focus, if you have much intention, intention, if you have much intention, if you have a lot of gravity, if you have a lot of force behind your focus and you channel that into yourself, you will become a fucking ferocious primordial savage. And how do you do that? You begin and you take your first step and you take the steps towards fucking heaven. And if you're not gonna move in the direction which is forward, get the fuck out the way, because you're polluting the fucking space that we need to run through to get to our fucking goals as fast as possible. And so while most people, they captivate themselves, hold themselves captive to, things on their mind's attention that doesn't fucking matter, be the individual to be so focused on yourself that even things that try to get your attention don't even pierce the fucking brick wall of your mind, that don't even come close to touching your attention. You have to understand that when you are so focused, there will people that will commit themselves to throwing you off. And these people are obviously the people that, they have a lot of self-internal hate. They don't reflect and fix, they project. If you don't reflect, you'll project. So the best thing to do is look yourself in the mirror and, use that hatred as fuel to rid what you hate of yourself. All of you guys will sit here and say, I love myself, but then prove yourself indifferent by your habits. If you don't love yourself enough to wake up and hit the everyday fucking wake up 3 a.m., well, you don't love yourself enough to wake up and demonstrate gratitude for your life. If you don't love yourself to drop the fucking snack, look in the mirror and do some shit to fix some shit, well, guess what? That self-hate because you have to understand that the polarity of love is hate, and hate is repelling, it's repulsive. And when you hate yourself, you will repulse what you need to do to fix yourself away from the actions that you take daily. And so most of you guys say you love yourself, but then you repulse away what will actually fulfill you and make you a better, more whole individual. And so we can sit here and we can lie to ourselves, or we can truly confront the bitch in the mirror and start carving our character into the best, highest image of ourselves. And if you're not going to do that, get the fuck out the way and don't put your attention in places and spaces it shouldn't be. Stay the fuck on the sideline and keep your fucking eyes on your phone, because there are people who are going to be the person you will watch on your phone. But as long as you sit there and distract yourself, you will not become one of them. You will not be great in character. You will not be phenomenal in execution. You will be mediocre. You will remain an inadequate, low fucking piece of shit, stagnating bitch until you fucking hit the casket. And so most of you guys, you want to get here, you want to get there, you want to take action, but the problem is you never fucking do it. And then you're rooted in arrogance, so now you can't reflect on the individual in the mirror to actually fix your problems. And then the worst part about it is you will undermine the biggest inadequacies and flaws in yourself, smile about it, and then reverberate it and postulate it like that is the biggest thing you hate about yourself. You will sit there and smile and at your inadequacy instead of do some shit to fix some shit. And that smile right there is the reason you will be stuck in this cyclical cycle of being a low-level, incompetent, deliberately self-sabotaging piece of shit until you fucking die. And so that smile on your face, you better wipe it, and you better do some shit to fix some shit. And how do you do some shit? Well, you look in the mirror and you confront the individual reflecting back at you. And if you're not gonna do some shit to fix some shit, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and remember who the fuck you're not. Because most of you guys have this smile, but in all actuality, you have to earn your smile through the discipline and the concentration of your mind to bend space and time, to direct yourself to outcomes, and to garner power and strength, and to become a formidable savage by directing your internal will to what the fuck you want. If you're gonna settle for less, remember what the fuck you're worth. Because what you settle for is what you're worth. And if you settle for less, bitch, you're worth less. It's because you anointed yourself through that. Some of us divinely anoint ourselves and appoint and direct ourselves to the highest outcomes of life. If you're not gonna join us, shut the fuck up and don't project that pussy ass energy onto the peoples that are going places you are not. It's that fucking simple. Self-development community link in the description. DM me one-on-one Instagram for mindset and fucking fitness and whatever the fuck you need to become the best version of you. It's that fucking simple. Peace!